Caucasian male Austin John Meador was assaulting me while I am pregnant. The Houston Police Department is trying to kill my baby, trying to cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. The Houston Police Department is having hospital staff lie about my pregnancy, attempting to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. The Conroe Police Department is also helping Austin John Meador to attempt to cover up evidence that I am with child because he was assaulting me while I am pregnant, and I would like to press charges. He is a Caucasian male, and he has previously been convicted for assault. The hospitals that are lying about my pregnancy with police in an attempt to try to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant are as followed. Conroe Regional Hospital in Conroe, Texas, that has changed its name to HCA Hospital, has their entire labor and delivery unit lying about my pregnancy on medical records and saying that I am not pregnant on medical records on discharge paperwork in Conroe, Texas, in an attempt to try to help Austin John Meador to cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. Hospitals in Baytown, Texas are lying on my medical records and discharge paperwork, saying that I am not pregnant in an attempt to try to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. St. Luke's Hospital here in Houston, Texas is lying on my medical records with the entire labor and delivery unit staff to lie on my discharge paperwork and say that I am not pregnant in an attempt to try to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was raping me and hitting me while I am pregnant.
Texas Children's Women's Pavilion. Y'all are
Ben Taub Hospital here in Houston, Texas,
with my mom,
is lying on my medical records in their hospital on discharge paperwork, saying that I am not pregnant in an attempt to help Austin John Meador try to cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. Expectation Studios here in Houston, Texas, is lying on a ultrasound report saying that I am not pregnant from their ultrasound studio in an attempt to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. An emergency clinic in Anahuac, Texas, is lying on discharge paperwork saying that I am not pregnant in an attempt to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. Texas Children's Women's Pavilion is lying about my pregnancy on paperwork in their hospital, saying that I am not pregnant on discharge paperwork in an attempt to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. This has led to a full gang operation where the entire Houston Police Department where I am sleeping pregnant outside, being forced to sleep pregnant outside in Houston, Texas, for the entire Houston Police Department to have enlisted themselves in gangs in an attempt to try to kill my baby with gangs here in Texas with the entire United States of America, to try to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant because I am African American. These police officers also said that they gang raped my other child to death with Austin John Meador, and they are trying to kill the baby that I am carrying for protecting myself from Austin John Meador because I am African American. These police are trying to starve me pregnant outside, and they are trying to make it look like I do not have custody of my child that they were raping to death with the entire country. I am going to leave a list of all of these celebrities here in the country that are involved with trying to kill my precious child in an attempt to try to help Austin John Meador cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. The chief officer for the Houston Police Department is Troy Finner. He is a black male that I believe should be charged to the fullest extent of the law. Jeff Christie is the chief officer of the Conroe Police Department. He is a Caucasian male who I would like to press charges against him to the fullest extent of the law. That is the police department that said that they gang raped my little boy to death with Austin John Meador for protecting myself from Austin John Meador because I am African American. The entire Houston Police Department is involved with a gang operation with the entire Conroe Police Department to try to help the Conroe Police Department cover up that they said that they raped my little boy to death with Austin John Meador. So the Houston police are doing an operation right now in Houston, Texas, to try to kill the baby that I am carrying in an attempt to try to help the Conroe Police Department cover up that Austin John Meador was assaulting me while I am pregnant and that he was gang raping my child with police on the Conroe Police Department force. Jeff Christie, you are a gang member and you need to be arrested by real officers that actually serve the community and that abide by the law. Troy Finner, you are a gang member and you do not deserve to have the honor of calling yourself a chief police officer. You are a criminal for trying to kill my precious child in an attempt to help a former convicted felon to cover up that he was assaulting me while I am pregnant. I hope to God that you are stripped of all of your duties as a police officer here in the state of Texas. And I pray that you are charged to the fullest extent of the law. I pray that you are put in prison for your actions against my children. God says that I have a $180 million lawsuit about my pregnancy. And my God, his name is Jesus Christ, and I am not ashamed. I profess my Lord and Savior before kings that are watching my channels, watching you try to sell me out about the evidence to my lawsuit. God also says that I have a $70 million lawsuit about the Conroe Police Department gang raping my little boy to death with his Caucasian father, Austin John Meador, for me protecting myself from Austin John Meador due to them feeling that they are racist and that they had the right to rape my child to death with Austin John Meador for protecting myself. God says that my lawsuit is $250 million and that I am about to win the lawsuit. The extent of how Troy Finner and the Houston Police Department is trying to starve my baby to death outside with gangs lets me know that Troy Finner is full of greed and that he is envious of the settlement that I am about to receive from the U.S. government. Troy Finner has SUVs running sirens speeding down the road past me and has vehicles trying to attempt to set me up to be murdered about my lawsuit. I saw in the spirits that there are good police that are here in America, and I would like for any officers that are willing to take on the task to get a warrant for Troy Finner and to do a national gang indictment to have him arrested and charged with attempted murder. These individuals are disrespecting me and pulling up in front of me, surrounding me as I was about to save the video. License plate number NPK7047. This is another vehicle that is disrespecting me. License plate number 3334J09. They are staging me to sleep pregnant outside on blankets on the ground. And they are doing an espionage operation listening with the Houston police. They are trying to violate my body and they are trying to rape me. They are trying to look at me in the nude. And they are trying to rape me and I am pregnant.